Wait until he gets the video.
I'm gonna have to edit it to get out all the. I'm gonna edit the standing bit of it so we can get nice.
Yep.
So we're just going around.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Chapter 2. The second chapter. So, are you... how are you finding you first day at Stoker High, Jolie? Anola asked, even though the day had literally just started 20 minutes ago. Well, back in Washington, we never had school. We just threw rocks and passing trains. So it's pretty cool, I guess. Jolie hugged her textbooks and avoided eye contact with everyone walking past. Clearly, she was not aware that by the end of the story, she would have gained more confidence in her own abilities and also fall in love. But we haven't gotten that far yet. As they made their way down the busy corridor of Stoker High, searching for their class, Jolie saw a strange teenage boy dressed head to toe in black. When their eyes met, the boy hissed and began running off, leaning forward and holding his arms back as he knocked into other students. Who is that? Him? Oh, that's Miguel, the janitor. Enola pointed out at the Filipino man in the blue jumpsuit, polishing the floor with a floor polisher that polished floors. Hi, Miguel. How are you today? Jolie asked shyly. Yes, sir, yeet, he replied, still polishing the same patch of floor for some reason. Oh, just ignore that, Enola explained. English is not his first language. Jolie looked confused, but didn't really want to put up with this bullshit so early in the morning. They entered the class, the mumblings of yeet and gee and oof slowly getting quieter as the door closed behind them. At the front of the class stood a handsome and sexy Mr. Wallace. He looked like Brad Pitt and Ryan Gosling meets with Jason Statham if they had a baby with Justin Trudeau. His blue eyes were far bluer than Tyke's, voted the best at the Gaeltacht. All the ladies agreed that he was a solid 10 out of 10. Even Jennifer Lawrence saying, and I quote, "He's the best looking man to have ever lived, and the world will never see someone as good looking as him again for another million years." Come on, class, settle down, please. I know, I did just get a haircut, and yes, it does feel as soft as it looks. Everyone in the class, even the boys, sighed and dreamed of one day being able to be half as cool as Mr. Wallace. You there, new girl. What is your name? Jolie froze like a chimp from Spoons. The whole class stared at her. She could remember her name in time. The story will continue after the ad. Discovery Audible with a free audiobook on us. Jolie tried to remember her name. A single bead of sweat rolled down her face onto her favorite bin-weevilled pencil case. I'm literally just asking for a name. Jolie Molly. Jolie Molly. Mr. Wallace shrugged, took off his black permanent marker, and began to write on the chalkboard. He explained what work had been done and paired up all the students for the big assignment that counted for 50% of their grade. And finally, Jolie, please not Sullivan, Jolie whispered. You'll be working with the new kid whose name I've already forgotten. She turned and looked at the back of the class, at the strange kid she had seen in the hallway earlier. He stared blankly as he sat beside him. Hi, I'm Jolie. Tag with a Y, he retorted. not, not fucking bothered to write this conversation, so Tig's old and weird and shit, and they all talk about backstory stuff and then fast forward to the canteen where everyone's having lunch. Are you going to the Pitbull concert this Saturday? Anola asked as she stuffed her face with Tang Fastix and dipped in mustard. OMG, like, yeah, he's my totes favorite. Suddenly, Nanto picks up Jolie's milk and pours it all over her head. Try drinking this milk when it's on your hair and not on the carton, Dorkazoid. Suddenly, Tai picks up Nanto by his hair, spins him around, and slam dunks him into a basketball net. That is the canteen area as Pitbull's Feel the Moment, featuring Christina Aguilera, blasts over the school's loudspeaker. Everybody stands up and applauds. Tai quickly storms off, not wanting any unnecessary attention. Jolie follows him in commotion. Thanks for showing Nanto that it's not cool to pour milk on girls' heads. Don't mention it. I hate it when people pour milk on girls' heads. It's such a waste of milk. I agree. Like someone had to milk that cow and put it in a carton. No, I get it. It's fine. And milk is like the perfect beverage for the lunches, so it pours on someone girl's head. It's not so bother. Right. Matthew stumbled by somehow alive after being creamed by a school bus in chapter 1. Please get the nurse. He slips on a wet puddle of milk and falls into a bin. To be continued. Author's note. Yeah, I copy and pasted the last part from Messenger, and so what? Sue me. Wasn't ours rewriting it at all? Besides, it's perfect, so shut the fuck up, or I'll kill off your characters. Just watch me. And we're done.
That was
we
wonderful.
have it. Chapter 2 over.
That was beautiful. I tried to unmute and accidentally left the call, but Mikkel joins.